Yo, fine scouts and intrepid internet travelers, welcome to my channel. I'm Josh, your Binge Buffoon, if you will have me. Today, I'm going to be watching HBO's premiere episode of The Last of Us, and I couldn't be more excited. This right here, my excited face. I, like so many, am a huge fan of Naughty Dog's original game. I played it multiple times. The first game specifically, I played it multiple times. I've watched multiple playthroughs on YouTube during lockdown. I love it. I love my dearest Joel and Ellie in the form of Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson, respectively. And now we have Pedro Pascal, Bella Ramsey. This story might as well be a bedtime story that my mother told me while I was growing up. It's that near and dear to me. It's background noise. The soundtrack is something I listen to when I'm feeling down. These characters mean a lot to me. And not just because I'm a wayward son, constantly looking for hope in fiction, and transcendent fiction, the kind of fiction that grabs you by the spine and shakes you until you laugh, cry, vomit, and ask the heavens, what does it all mean? And why does my sister just give me mugs all the time and not a wristwatch? I'm not going to ramble too much about my affinity for this story because I did enough of that, I think, in my reaction to the show's official trailer, which you can check out on this channel if you're interested. It's a lot of rambling, but it comes from a good place. Given that I'm so familiar with the game story, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to resist, especially if I'm going to do my best to be organic in reactions. That's the whole point. I don't know if I'm going to be able to resist comparing the show to the game, and at times I may hint at, if not flat out spoil, things that have yet to happen. That said, I'm going to try not to. Still, if you're not familiar with the game story, proceed at your own risk. I'm really not doing a good job at selling this reaction. Regardless, I'm curious to see how this show will surprise people like me who are familiar with the story. While expanding upon that story. Early reviews have been lit, Rotten Tomatoes and whatnot, but I only trust myself. So without further ado, reaction channel. Let's ride the coattails of other people's art.
Yes, any kind of virus, but most probably something.
1968?
Because of air travel.
Through the air. Coughing.
I'm sorry, I meant people on planes. That was something you just also. An
This is
epidemiologist. I presume the prospect
obviously
of
already we're
pandemic
getting more.
keeps you
This
up
is
at night.
before anything we ever saw in the
All
game.
right, well, that's our show.
No, mankind has been.
But you, just to be clear, you do think microorganisms pose a threat?
That was in The Mummy.
Not bacteria, not viruses. So
Fungus, yep.
Fungus.
Yep. Grows all over the brain. Kind of a spoiler. Right away.
Viruses can make us ill, but fungi can alter our
Right.
very minds. And it gets worse. The fungus needs food to live, so it begins to devour its host from within, replacing.
This is great exposition.
Let its victim die.
And it's
No.
really cool that they sort of saw this
It
coming.
keeps its puppet alive by preventing decomposition. How?
I don't know how realistic this is, but apparently very.
Fungal infection of this kind is real, but not in humans.
All right.
True fungi cannot survive.
Most of this guy was in Supernatural. He played a demon.
Currently, there are no reasons for fungi to evolve to be able to withstand higher temperatures. But what if that were to change? What if, for instance, the world were to get slightly warmer?
This is so cool.
Billions of puppets with poisoned minds permanently fixed on one unifying goal.
Consumption. We've spread the infection, yeah.
To every last human alive. And there are no treatments for this, no preventatives, no cures. They don't.
That's important. This is important. These lines are important.
So if that happens,
We're fucked.
We lose.
Yeah. Oh! Wow, that's a weird way to react. Sorry. It's just such an ominous way to begin. Oh, the music. The music, dude! I forget the composer's name, but welcome back to mainstream media once again. Well, this is even more mainstream. Gustavo something, starts with an S. His name might not even be good. Yep, Gustavo Santo something, yeah. And it shows all the fungus growing in this intro. This is fucking dope. Where's the windowsill? Shout out Neil Druckmann. I know a lot of people, I've sent a lot of hate your way, but I love ya. Because you wrote this, the original. Also, you got a fantastic fucking beard. Myself, a little patchy on the cheeks, but there's things I could do, things I could put on my face. Fix that if I really wanted to. 2003. Oh, so we're really, the timeline's going to line up with basically now, because I know there's a 20-year flash forward after the outbreak. There again. Oh, yeah. Sarah. It's not nighttime. We're going to spend a lot more time with these two and grow to love them even more before all hell breaks loose. We're in the same clothes.
I was gonna make you birthday pancakes.
That's right, it's his birthday.
You know, I don't really like pancakes.
I know you don't like them. It's for my benefit. Vitamin C.
Important.
You get your homework done? Fractions?
Yes, I'm pretty sure he asks her about
6.
Gonna have to wear diapers soon.
homework in the game too, but it's nighttime. He's 36 years old. He's old as shit when, you know, later, but I thought he was in his 40s.
Still alive, you old fucker.
Oh, he loves you.
He's dependent on me. Not the same.
I think it's the same.
It's definitely
That's exposition too.
pancakes.
Can you get news reports?
Jakarta isn't a country. Being a part of Asia isn't mutually exclusive with being a country, and in fact, it's the capital of Indonesia.
Shit. Hope for us, yeah.
I think she did her homework, Joel. Maybe not the fractions, but other stuff.
Your t-shirt's inside out.
Embarrassing. Honestly, the shirt I'm wearing underneath this one's inside out, so whatever. That's fucking life. Sometimes you just do it and you're like, no one's gonna know. Fuck them. The watch. And a bunch of money. Because she's a drug dealer. And a knife to protect herself from rival gangs. Or to threaten those who encroach upon her territory when she's selling drugs. None of that's true. Oh! Oh! Oh, she's infected!
You know what? We gotta run, but Sarah will be by later. She'll
I thought I was being rude, like she had a stroke or
Tell
something.
you all about Atkins. Great. I'll let Connie know.
Wow, I'm stupid.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, he's a vet. Which one, though? Both of them? Or just Tommy? Gabriel Luna, right? Actually really sounds like Tommy from the game.
Homework is due. End of class tomorrow.
Is this whole episode just gonna be like before and during the outbreak? I'm totally down for that. And I love that we get more time in this period. And also it's perfect that we're following Sarah's POV, because it's just the right way to do it. Back then and now in this medium. They turned Canada, Alberta into Texas, I believe. Because that's where they are right now, is Texas. You know, not in the show's reality.
It's a spring. I'll do it right now.
Oh, so she gets the watch fixed?
All day. I swear.
We're closing.
Huh?
You should go home.
It feels fucking terrible, and I know... Oh, that's cool. They got clock lines.
Well, no, there was just a lot of police and stuff on the road today.
Well, people out there need to get right with Jesus. 3 nails plus 1 cross equals 4.
Are we gonna kill the Christian in a weird way? That's insensitive. The old lady has to be infected, right? Moving. Yeah, she's moving. Oh, I love the way they're filming this right now.
Hey, Mrs.
She's not
Adler.
even the focus.
Can I borrow this?
That was fucking creepy. And she was doing all, not the clicker stuff, but the infected stuff. You turn around, she's gonna be there doing shit. Or she's just playing the guitar. Oh no, she's fine. Well, she's not fine, but the dog knows it. You ever just have a day when you're really down on yourself? And then you're like, I'm a piece of shit. And now I gotta meet this family's dog, and this dog's gonna be like, you're a piece of shit, I hate you. And you're like, you're right, dog. Sorry, that didn't make any sense. Just random thoughts. This sucks because I like Sarah even more in this.
10.
Oh no. Like,
That's the whole point. They did. It's a really. I'm happy we're spending more time with her, but like we're not connected to Joel at all in this moment. We don't. We just.
Swear.
He's. Oh, this is gonna hit
You
so
don't get
many
a
people.
present.
No, it's
You got
gonna
my present?
so hard.
Swear.
Wow.
Fixed it for you.
Where'd you get the money for this?
Selling. Yes, that's why I made that reference. That's why I said that
It was
before.
only
I didn't even realize. I did. Yeah, I did. Sorry, liar.
besides, it's the thought that counts. And you were never gonna do it for yourself. So
Title of the episode: When You're Lost in the Darkness. I just read that now.
Don't fall asleep.
of course I won't. It's too riveting.
Is he asleep too? Nope.
Hello.
Joel, it's me. I'm okay,
Yeah?
but I'm in jail.
God damn it.
What's my fault this time?
We never knew why he was out of this. I mean, maybe that's not why he was in the house before, but wow, this.
I'm sorry. Please.
It really establishes their relationship, though, in a way we didn't have in the game, because Tommy is so reliant on Joel, and as we know, Joel takes the reins when shit hits the fan in a big way, in a way that Tommy ultimately resents. But he relinquished his power in the family dynamic anyway, so it's like, shout out to Naughty Dog. Let's get that prequel, right? Joel and Tommy on the road. I'm really sorry to people who haven't played the game. I am talking too much about the game. I'll chill.
Dad?
It's a separate thing anyway. But it's already pretty faithful. In the best
Dad?
way. Star. That's right, he plays. As if I could forget.
Law enforcement and emergency services are in the area and will be in contact with further instructions.
He's like, Granny went crazy and I need a new home.
Easy, Mercy.
We're gonna see Granny again. This is so foreboding. Tense. No, man. No, Sarah. Granny's gone.
Mrs. Adler?
Mrs. Adler is having a really bad day. She's raiding the fridge. Mrs. Adler's raiding the fridge. Or she's eating a cat or something.
Mrs. Adler?
I mean, I don't know if they have a cat, but something like that's happening. Oh, she's eating her daughter. She's eating her daughter or her husband. She ate her husband. And her daughter. Dude, Sarah, get out of there. Holy fuck, that's scary. Go, 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 go. Run, run, run. I like that she left the house. Get in the truck. Yep. He's got a wrench. Shoot Miss Adler. Mrs. Adler. Shoot Mrs. Adler. Tommy!
What are we doing, Joe?
Shoot at her! Just a wrench her, whatever. I guess it makes sense that Joel's the one that did that, given the fact that Tommy's kind of a bitch. We've established Tommy as a bitch. No, he's a soldier, never mind. But he needs Joel to make the decisions. Joel's like the general, Tommy's the...
Baby, I'm sorry.
Joel,
The soldier.
Sarah, listen to me. It's not just the Adlers. Get your seatbelt on.
Run him over. Run, or just, yeah. Or get the...
They're saying it's a virus, some kind of parasite.
Is it from terrorists?
We don't. No.
Are we sick?
No, of course not.
This is right from the game, though. This truck sequence. And I think, are we sick? is a line.
How do you know we're not
Yeah,
sick?
this. Shout out to this actress, I don't know her name, but she's doing an amazing job as Sarah. That burning buildings, that burning estate is from the game. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm getting chills. Not only because this is so well done, but because it feels so true to form. But also its own thing, you know. This isn't cheap imitation by any means. This is a very expensive love letter that has a bunch of PSs, you know. Just couldn't stop writing. It was like, oh, I love you so much, I'm gonna write you another letter. Please don't ghost me. Just, you know, whatever, it's passion. Yeah, he abandoned. Yeah, he's not helping other people.
All right, hang on.
This is why buy a truck. I'm so tempted to text people I know right now that haven't played the game, and because I've already told them, watch this show. Now I just want to text them again. Yeah, dude, watch this right now.
All right, keep going, keep going. Tell me you can't stop here.
Holy shit.
Are you serious? Just keep going.
Holy fuck. These extras are doing a fantastic job. Holy fuck! I don't remember a plane crashing in the game. I remember the truck flipping though. I gotta text someone. Dude, this show's amazing.
Are you okay?
Oh no, our leg's messed up. Carrier.
We gotta get off the ship.
Head to the river, I'll find a way. Get her out of here, Joe, go!
You keep your eyes on me, okay?
Holy fuck. Holy shit, that guy runs a fast 40. Oh no, it's the military guy.
I got 2 civilians by the river, one of them injured. I'm sorry, repeat. Hey, no one told you to move. Yes, sir.
We're not sick.
We are not sick.
I'm sorry.
Please don't.
Bullet grazed him.
Okay. You're okay. Move your hand, baby. I know it hurts. Come on, baby. You're okay. You're okay. I know, baby. I know.
You're gonna be okay. All right. Baby, listen to me. I gotta get you up, okay? I gotta get you up. All right? No, I know. Tommy, help me!
Come on, baby girl. Come on, baby girl. I gotta get you up. Come on. Come on, get up. Come on, baby girl. Come on.
I mean, that cut, dude, I didn't expect that to actually hit again. But, you know, seeing it isn't the same. The same, but different. I don't know who the fuck this kid is. Unless this is Ellie in the Lost Years. But I doubt it. We're just using him for whatever reason. This kid's not just... That's it. Good scene, bud. Oh, it goes on. He's still getting paid. Good for him. Buy your mom something. Job's done. But yeah, the Boston quarantine zone. Look at the production value on this show, man. I guess it's only been 36 minutes. The first episode's an hour and a half. That's fucking cool. I didn't think I didn't know if we were going to get to 20 years later, Boston Quarantine Zone in the first episode. But we're going to get that and then some. I don't know, the kid's okay. Oh, well. I think they start to show symptoms within 15 minutes. 5 to 15 minutes. Oh, is he infected or they just don't know?
Alone?
That's why we flashed the poster.
How did you get this?
Oh. So we're checking. Infected.
What if I told you that after we gave you some medicine,
They're just gonna give him a
we'd find you
lethal
your favorite
injection.
food to eat? And then we'll get you some new clothes and toys, as many as you want to play with.
I guess that's a nice
It's
lie.
just a little needle.
And it's a smart lie, right? Because that's part of living, just always having something to look forward to. And in this case, it's part of dying. This is what they do. This is inject people and then burn the bodies. I feel like Joel's right there. Yeah. We're not waking him up this time. Can't do it anymore. It's the kid. Yeah, this is just establishes how disconnected Joel is at this point. Holy fuck, that's grim. Fuck, man. That was brilliant, though. Maybe it's an early declaration, but the video game curse is over. This show is already so gripping and incredible. I'm biased, I don't care. I want this show to succeed. And I love this score, I don't fucking care. I love it no matter what. I don't care. And this set design's fantastic. Fireflies. Terrorist organization? Group of radicals? Or humanity's savior? Fucking knows. Who knows? I'll let you be the judge. Jesus. This is his death sentence? Fuck.
Or I could just shoot you.
Yeah, but then what would you do? You're short 5.
Cigarettes. Bud? I don't know. The whole world's like a prison. Duh.
Oxy?
Hydro.
Because he's a smuggler, yeah.
3 months. The more you shoot people, the harder it is to sleep, I guess.
Oh, you guess?
How we doing with the vehicle?
What's that?
And they don't have any batteries. I know. I can see about 200 for the other guys. 200 for you.
Stay off the streets for the next few nights. Fucking Firefly's been blowing shit up all week. 2 of our guys got shot this morning. Boss has got us working doubles. Guys are jumpy and tired.
What's so compelling about the state of the world in this show is because there is this sort of authoritarian government, even though it's fractured. When you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. And the Fireflies, while probably
What do you want me to say, Tess?
justified in their
You're not
cause,
asking me to say anything.
are just human beings and
Sure.
very flawed in their own right. More ways than one. Everyone's kind of just shit in this world. Fuck them. Fuck everybody, kind of.
Well,
It's all shades of gray anyway. Hello,
how about
Tess.
we just let it go?
This is different.
Then, Robert, what do you want?
I want you to forget this.
Oh,
ever
Robert, yeah.
happened. Don't do that.
What?
This is whatever's happening here was referred to in the game when she does eventually meet up with Joel. This is perfect. See, we get to see things we didn't get to see the first time around.
What about your guy? Because when he shoots you, I mean, put yourself in my shoes.
Like he answers to me.
Joel does maybe a
So
little
I
bit.
give you my word that he
Oh,
won't.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to.
Got jumped by some
That is what
guys.
you tell him.
And I'd like to go home and drink till my face stops hurting. So are we good?
And she does go home with booze.
Yeah.
Fireflies. Pedro, yeah. Fuck Fedra. Damn, we're gonna get to see them fighting. Nice. It's like Andor in this show. Fireflies would technically be the rebellion. Fedra would be the Empire.
They're shooting! They're shooting at us! On your knees! No, I'm not a firefly!
Firefly meaning like, you know, lightness in the dark. What's up, Ellie? What's up, person with a notebook? Or binder of some sort? Clipboard.
6, 7, 8.
Fuck you. I saw this clip.
State your name, slowly.
Veronica.
Veronica.
Me? Let me out or you're gonna pay, motherfuckers!
Hey, there's a line. Tell Dad it's a girl. That would be good.
Yeah, Joel don't give a fuck about lines.
Granddaughter. Love.
The man doesn't cue. The man walks right through.
If Tommy responded, we'd know. It hasn't been that long.
It's been 3 weeks. It's never taken him more than a day to respond.
Probably fed up with you, man. Might have done some stuff that he didn't sit well with him.
Show me where the tower is.
You can't be serious. Joel, it's in Wyoming.
Right. Jackson, be specific.
There are raiders. There are slavers.
But you're sure Tommy's okay?
I like that he's professing concern for Tommy at this point in the story. Also, I like that we got the 3 weeks bit of exposition.
Next.
God, guys, makes me want to smoke a cigarette. That's not good. I'm having flashbacks of Fight Club, which is the movie I think made me start smoking. Fucking Brad Pitt, you corrupt Adonis, just ruining lives. I can't tell you how happy I am that the music that I love so much, and I'm sure you do too, whoever you are watching this, I see you, is being utilized extensively. It really adds to the aesthetic, you know, and to the show's atmosphere in a way that I feel is essential. I think it's something that a lot of other video game adaptations lack. Nah, I didn't know he was doing Oxy, but I suppose it makes sense. Watch. And now he's gonna fall asleep? Is this when Tess shows up, wakes him up? Oh, this. So for those who aren't familiar with the game, after the 20 years later cut, this is where the game picks up with Joel. This is the first scene we see in the game of 20 years later. Except we didn't know that they were actually romantically involved. It was only hinted at. This seems to confirm that now. Tess and Joel were intimate. Oh, that was a dream, maybe. Nope, she got home, lied next to him. So yeah, we're just getting in a lot more. Of course Joel was fucking, though. Joel fucks everybody. Literally and metaphorically. Yeah.
A couple guys.
Yeah.
What guys?
Just a couple teenagers. Said some shit. Probably shouldn't have. Come on, you know these guys. He sold on battery to someone else.
For the truck,
Shit like this
car,
is gonna happen.
vehicle.
Truck's no good without one, and if I don't get to Tommy soon, he's gonna die out there.
Oh,
Okay, fuck it. We get our money back and the battery.
I didn't.
Joel.
Don't know if I knew that's why.
Terrified of you.
What the fuck? That's not what happened in the game. I like that he's motivated to get to see Tommy, because that wasn't. Yeah. Sorry, I'm dialing down the game stuff. I'm trying.
But I would very much like for you to hurt him. So let's go hunt that motherfucker down.
Yeah.
And get our battery and our truck.
Yeah.
And then we'll go find Tommy.
Yeah. I think it was just a shipment of some sort. Money and guns. Yeah, it was just money and guns in the game. I don't think it was a battery for the truck. That's a nice change, though. I don't actually... off the top of my head... Hi, Marlene.
The team in place at Southeast 3?
It was just guns, I think.
I held them back. That's
This is the voice actress of Marlene in the game, who's now embodying the character in the live action.
The guys
so.
you have guarding her won't tell me shit. Our people are asking.
I'm really happy they used her.
Well, because tonight, every Firefly in Boston is going to gather in this building, and we are going to leave the QZ permanently. No, we're taking that random girl locked in that room west.
Hey, friend.
Don't call me friend.
Where
I don't
at,
fucking know you. I'm Joel Miller.
You tell me to look for the light and I'll break you.
A backpack. Hey, here's an iconic backpack. Put it on so that fans of the game are happy. Oh, here's a knife too. Switchblade. That's also kind of iconic.
I am the one who told him not to shoot you, if you recall.
Why did you stop them?
So, Veronica...
Stop them because I'm friends with your mom. I think she's friends with her mom. Promised her mother she'd always look after her.
Where are you gonna go? Back to Federal Military School? You that anxious to be a soldier?
You think I chose that place? They put me there when I was a baby.
They didn't put you there. I did.
Hmm.
Ellie.
Right.
My fucking mom or something? Why won't you let me go?
Because you can't.
Because you have a greater purpose than any of us
Right.
could have ever imagined.
Sort of.
I'm about to tell you cannot be repeated to anyone.
Wouldn't Ellie know
Because
though
if
at
you
this
do,
point?
I assure you,
She's immune.
you will die.
Oh, she wouldn't know that they're doing stuff. I probably shouldn't even say. An iconic flashlight. Why did I think I just said flashlight. An iconic flashlight. Plural from the game. I had a flashlight in the game. Oh, an iconic ladder. I climbed ladders in the game. Yikes.
Thinking he wasn't down here last time?
Damn. That's some cool art design. Good job, guys.
You think he came down after he was infected?
Actually, looks kind of fake.
It's like they reframed the whole structure. Probably in the 80s. Everyone was cutting down on apartment sizes to sell more condos.
Oh, this has been
Right, yeah, that would make sense that he would know that.
Yeah. Gunpowder.
Is that Robert? And there's the battery. Did the fireflies get here first?
Well, the battery's no
Yeah, it's
good.
corroded.
He still tried to
Fuck.
sell it.
I didn't expect it to go this way. I expected a whole level out of this building. Is that Marlene? Ellie! Hi!
Joel?
Marlene?
Ellie. Ellie.
Damn, she's got some venom in her.
Give me my knife.
What do you need a car battery for? Go.
Not at her. Pointed at me.
He's like, what the fuck?
And to answer your question, I need it for a better reason than you do. No offense, but Tommy's just one man.
No things. You're the cause of it. You turned my own brother against
Right,
me.
Tommy was a member of the Fireflies at one point.
We were gonna move Ellie out of the zone tonight. So now I'm thinking you're gonna do it.
The hell we are.
What a twist! Sorry.
I can do it. Kim, you don't have a fucking ear on your fucking head, could you please?
Damn. Wow, that was ruthless. Why? Why call her out for the not having an ear?
And I know what you're both capable of.
Yeah, a lot.
For better or worse.
Yeah, fucking A. For better or worse.
Not just a battery. The whole thing. Fueled up truck, guns, supplies, all of it. I swear.
Okay, here's the deal. We'll get her to your crew at the State House, but before we hand her over, they give us everything that we want.
Deal.
Really? That fast?
No, go get your backpack.
Yeah, do not forget the backpack. Otherwise, fans will lose it.
Joel. Don't fuck this up. Please.
That gave me goosebumps. The hoodie. The hood is up. I know I've said it already, so there's no reason for you to trust my word, but I will dial down the video game references. I just can't help it right now. It's just, it has only just begun. This show. As it takes me, and I become engrossed in this as its own thing, I'll stop.
What the fuck?
So what's the plan?
There's not a lot of options.
Okay, how about this? I'm not going to stop referencing the game, sorry, but I'm going. Bill and Frank, I know who they
radio's a
are.
smuggling code, right?
But
60s song, they
The
don't have
radio's
anything new. 70s, they got new stuff. What's
oh
80s?
wow, cool. But when I notice things that you from the game or deviated from the game after they happened, I'll maybe talk about them. I'm not going to allude to things that happen down the road, but or at least do my best not to. Like he lies on the couch like this and probably annoying the fuck out of people.
In your sleep.
She says that too. I think she says you talk. Humble.
I've never been on the other side of the wall. Look how dark it is.
Never been on the other side of the wall in the game either.
So what's the deal with you anyway? You some kind of bigwig's daughter or something?
Something like that.
Something like that. God, this dialogue's so spot on, but it's enriched by other things. Right, these other
They kept saying, like,
yeah.
wake me up
It
before you
seems
go,
like
go.
what's that code for?
Gotcha.
Let's go.
80s means
Oh, right. Wasn't very difficult. It's cool because it's like they're using the game and the scenes from the game as the foundation, and they are very much building upon that foundation. Although things are moving really fast, but I like the pacing regardless. Like that, even that scene with Joel and Ellie just then, that I really enjoyed that, but we didn't get to sit with it for very long. It's not a nitpick though. I love every minute of this. I love that jacket. Nice jacket.
Holy shit, I'm actually outside. Oh, shit.
It makes sense that things are moving quicker though, because in the game there's these, you know, long levels in between cutscenes. And this is still action heavy, but in a very different way. For obvious reasons.
What the hell? Hey, don't move!
Is this the guy from earlier?
You gotta be shitting me. Okay, let's talk this out. Turn around. I said stay the fuck home.
Nice twist.
Get on your knees.
We didn't know the soldier in the game.
Really, man?
Yep, we're doing this by the book.
Oh boy, because yeah, he's gonna do it to her.
Unauthorized.
Oh fuck! So, do people who are just watching this for the first time not know she's immune, and this is when we're gonna find out? Sorry if I spoiled that for anyone. What am I talking about? Anyone watching this reaction has already seen the episode.
Get out of the fucking way! Whoa, whoa! We can fix this.
Oh, he's gonna. Oh, whoa! What a powerful flashback! It's... God, he's fucking brutal. And she's getting to see this, who he is in this moment.
No, I'm not sick.
No!
I am not sick.
No!
I'm not sick. Look.
She's not sick, guys. She's not.
We gotta move, Joe!
Yeah. Inventory, good. You can upgrade that later. There's so many workbenches everywhere. Don't worry about it. No idea what this means in regards to code, but it's a yam-er. Yammer means jam. I got a buddy who says yam. This song's a yam for some reason. Oh, what a shot. I want to watch more. Ah, I love everyone who worked on this. All right. I'll probably edit this and then talk about it after I'm done editing, because, I don't know, that's just my process, I suppose. God, I look like I'm gonna rob a liquor store, do a guest spot on True TV right now. I want to start out by saying that Nico Parker, who plays Sarah in this, is actually the daughter of Hole Parker and Thandie Newton, so shout out nepotism. Just kidding. She was incredible. After watching her die and then watching the second half of this episode and then sitting with the episode, I still feel the most connected to her character. Within the confines of this adaptation, I feel the most connected to her character. I know this episode was originally supposed to end with Sarah's death, and that's what I expected. That said, I feel like it's a stroke of genius to have her death linger over the episode's second half, and then end on that parallel with Joel beating that soldier after being triggered by the memory of his daughter's death, and I guess in turn his paternal instinct. To be honest, I didn't dwell that much on that moment the first time I saw this episode, because I've seen it twice now if I'm counting editing this reaction. And then I watched the Inside the Episode feature thing at the end. So, you know, you listen to Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann talk about what went into creating The Last of Us, and in particular this episode. And every time I hear those guys talk, I'm just moved, very appreciative of their affinity for this story and its characters. In particular, Mazin talks about that final moment in the episode when Joel's beating the drug addict soldier and Ellie looks on. And he refers to it as the moment when their bond begins to form, strictly as a result of his paternal instinct and her desperate need for some paternal figure, even though at this point in the story, Joel's doing his best to suppress any and all feelings that might remind him of his daughter. Mazin describes the look on Ellie's face as one of enjoyment, or I guess at least intrigue. I don't remember the word he uses. Whereas when Sarah saw Joel kill Granny earlier in the episode, she was horrified. And I didn't think about this contrast at all. And it's not necessarily one that's explored in the game. Maybe it's implied in a more nuanced way. But the decision to do that, I think, is really incredible. It's a great way to contrast Joel's relationship with Sarah and his budding relationship with Ellie. I've often referred to Ellie as the reincarnation of Sarah in many ways. And this really debunks that. Sort of. Although they're very different, Ellie's the perfect daughter for Joel under the circumstances. She's suited for this apocalyptic life. And Sarah was suited for domestic life in more ways than one. But I just never would have thought about Ellie liking Joel protecting her versus Sarah feeling apprehensive about it and the implications of that. It's fascinating. And it's a great way to end the first episode. The staging of that and the utilization of a flashback. It's just, I think it's a great example of something they had to do to put a period at the end of this sentence, the sentence being this episode, because in this format, in this episodic format, they need to do things like that so that the viewer can feel comfortable. Well, when you're playing a video game, you decide when to stop, right? You could play the whole thing straight through, or you could decide, oh, this is a good time to end for the day. And they're making that decision for us. So they want to go out on a high note with each episode, or a low note, you know what I mean? But it has to have some impact. And it is affecting, because I love this, right? But I don't know how I feel about that scene, because it raises some questions, doesn't it? Maybe not in Joel's case, but Ellie's already kind of drawn to Joel. I get that she's never had a father figure, but is it a bit premature? Is it earned? Will it enrich their relationship moving forward, or simply make it feel rushed? Because it has to feel earned. I've talked a lot about that in my reaction to the trailer. I mean, I'm happy they did it nonetheless. It's an intelligent risk, and it's one that makes sense within the confines of this narrative, this format. Also, that moment when he's beating the guy is really only the second time we see Joel commit violence in the episode, the first time being during the outbreak. That said, we hear about all this stuff happening, and we see the start of conflicts, or the end of conflicts, but we haven't seen much violence. We haven't seen much blatant violence. Showing less violence in the game is probably necessary because of what articulate people would call cognitive dissonance. Joel can't have this ridiculously high body count, or it's going to make other acts he commits in the narrative seem lesser. Like, I mean, at this point in the game, I think you'd probably describe Joel as ruthless. Right now, he's disconnected and he's jaded, but he's much more sympathetic. And that's something that's achieved by this new dynamic he has with Tommy. In the game, Joel isn't looking for Tommy at first. He's not even worrying about him. It's only when he needs help with Ellie that he seeks him out in Wyoming. In this show, Joel is genuinely concerned about Tommy because he doesn't think his little brother can survive without him. And that makes sense given the things they established 20 years prior to the Boston quarantine zone. Tommy just relying on his older brother, which is obviously something that translated to their on-the-road relationship during the apocalypse. And maybe we'll see some of that, because I feel like we're going to get more flashbacks in this show, and I think we're going to get flashbacks to things we haven't already seen. And we're getting more of everything. We're getting more of Tess and her relationship with Joel. We're getting more of Marlene. We're getting more of Fedra and the conflict with the Fireflies, which I think is particularly important because it positions Ellie as not just this valuable person in regards to the future of humanity, but also a political pawn. Naturally, if the Fireflies are able to reverse engineer a vaccine, they will hold probably the most power in the world. And what is it they say about power? That power corrupts and there's nothing you can do about it. I don't know the quote, but basically power will always corrupt. I like that we're getting more essentially POV chapters with Ellie, even though that might be over. Well, no, we'll probably have an episode that adapts the DLC with Riley and shows how Ellie got bit. And then maybe we get a Bill and Frank episode, because we didn't even meet Frank in the game, not really. Episode previews would surely seem to indicate we will get a lot of time with them. Yeah, this world certainly feels lived in, which is saying a lot, and visceral, which is saying a lot considering we aren't in control per se. That's what I really appreciated. That I Am Legend intro. It was really cool, and it really helped to build tension. It's a beautiful show. Obviously, the cinematography is next level. I mean, all signs point to this being a prime example of how adaptations should be done. They should be created by people who love the original and understand the IP. In this case, you have Druckmann, who made it, and Mazin, who, by all accounts, is an exemplary craftsman and someone who's a big fan of the game. Now, I should probably say that I am subtly throwing shade at The Witcher, because it is tragic when something beautiful, haunting, and impactful loses sight of what made it special. This show seems to have dialed in on all of that, while remaining courageous enough to take risks that are still faithful to that which it honors. My biggest concern was that this show would detract how I think about The Last of Us, and I no longer have that concern. They're taking these new but familiar characters on a similar journey. It's like a road trip back home. You know where you're going, but it's not about the destination. You've been there before. It's about the journey. So, especially if you have someone along for the ride, don't be afraid to take pit stops or deviate. Try the world's best pie in some shithole town. Just live in the moment. And I feel like we can all simply immerse and move forward now. So amen to that. Sorry if I seem tired during this outro. I am. But I'm going to put a lot of energy into this outro. Like the outro. Here we go. That's all I have. Big love to everyone who was bored enough to join me. Especially you. You beautiful son of a bitch. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Drive me off this platform if you must. Otherwise, like, subscribe, drink water, stay young, and remember, don't be an idiot, be a buffoon.